Senior Life Journeys presents Carol Howell's Let's Talk Dementia, a podcast designed to help caregivers find knowledge, power, hope, and smiles in their dementia caregiving journey. Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. Here is your host, best-selling author, Carol Howell.
Hi, I'm Carol Howell, and welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. I'm glad that you're here today, because today I'm going to do a little preaching. Oh, yes, I am. I had something that happened that's just stayed on my mind, and I thought, well, I'm going to tell all my friends at Let's Talk Dementia about it. So I have regularly posted on Facebook my show 4 days a week, and I post inspiring things or funny things. You're not going to read a post where I've ever had political comment or controversial comments. It's not my job. It's not what I'm called to do, to be controversial. And guess what? You aren't either. But I had posted a scripture from one of my prayer cards. Let me see, can I find the very prayer card here? Because I want to read it to you exactly. Here it is. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. And I've told you guys, I've been going through some tough times with Mama passing and all the changes in my life, and it's just been tough. And I posted that, and I put, I'm missing my mama. Verona, I know you are too. And Verona's my little sister. She had earlier that day sent me a picture of Mama and that she was missing Mama. So I brought her into that conversation. Well, I got a comment from someone that was not nice. It was just not nice. And she was calling me out for having not tagged our other sister in that Facebook post. And she wrote, I'm sure, and she mentioned my other sister is missing your mama too. And I wrote back, I'm sure she is, but she ain't on Facebook. And yes, I put ain't. Because she's not on Facebook. There was no need in tagging her because, well, she'd never see it. It would do no good. And it just turned into a whole explosion of telling me how to grieve. Really? When someone is grieving, you are going to point your finger at them and correct their grieving. No, you're not. And if you do, let me just tell you, you're wrong. Don't do that. Grieving is hard work. You as a caregiver are grieving to a certain extent. It is a different grief than you will have after your loved one passes. But you're grieving. I did that, I know. Because day by day, little by little, you are losing your loved one. There's grief involved in that. There's grief in doing things for them that you should never have to do. You should never have to clean the bottom end of your loved one. They should be able to do that themselves. There's grief involved in that. And as the dementia progresses, the grief changes and evolves and increases. And then when death comes, the grief is different and it's painful. Don't ever call someone out in their grief. If you are watching this and you're not caregiving, don't call out the person who is caregiving for not responding to life in the way you think they should. Because, honey child, you're not walking in their shoes. You do not know the grief burden they are under. And if you don't know that, you got no right to comment. Well, now this is true for all of us as we live in this planet, on this planet, in this world, and interact with other people. You don't know what people are dealing with. You may look at someone and think, man, that woman's got the best figure and her hair always looks good and she carries the newest purse and she's got on shoes with red soles, which means she's got some money, right? She's got it going on. She makes 6 figures a year. But she may go home and cry every night. She may have disorders in her body that she wishes she didn't have. She may have dysfunctional family members. She may be terribly unhappy and putting on a good front. What she doesn't need from you is to be anything but loving. That's what we're called to do. So that when we are down, we will go to the rock that is higher than us, the God of our salvation. But we can also pull on the strength of our friends and family. But when they are cutting us down and sticking their fingers in our face, telling us, you're doing this wrong and you should do this and this is what I think about that, then that's wrong. Don't do that to other people. And if you, as my viewers or listeners, are doing that, I'm disappointed in you. That's not who we are. That's not who we're called to be. It is just not. We are to lift people up. We are to show them grace and mercy because we have been extended more grace and more mercy and more kindness and more love than we'll ever be able to give out. So why should we not be busy doing that? You got a long ways to go to catch up with what you've received. So let's give it out. Well, I unfriended and blocked everyone involved with that post. I do not need that kind of interaction in my world. I don't need that kind of heaviness and darkness landing on me. I need to feel upbeat. I need to be fighting the grief, the stage, or going through the stages of grief, not really fighting them, but going through them, but fighting the urge to stay in that grief. Our pastor on our Ash Wednesday service talked about how Jesus went into the wilderness, but do you know what he did? He came out of the wilderness. And I'm in a wilderness time. I really am. I miss my mama. I miss being a daughter, and I miss being her caregiver. I really do. I miss other things that have changed in my life, and I'm adjusting and adapting, but I'm in a bit of a wilderness. You don't go to someone who's in a bit of a wilderness and reprimand them for being in the wilderness. You just don't. Well, I told you I was going to preach, and there's my preaching. I don't know who that's going to help today. I hope it'll help you, and I hope you'll never even know it helped you, because I hope it will change someone's thought processes so that maybe they won't say to you what maybe they could have said if they hadn't have listened or watched this episode. We got to be gentle, kind people. We got to show love, and there are times that's hard. There's times we have to bite our tongue, but if you got to bite your tongue, then let's do that. But if you are interacting with people who are consistently bringing you down, maybe you need to think about the people you hang out with. You can love them and pray for them, but you don't have to let them interact with you in a way that is damaging to you and your mental health and your physical health and your well-being. And that is also true of the people around you, because when you're down, you can bring them down. And when you're down, your loved one with dementia feels it. So be careful about that. And if you need to stay off Facebook, it might not be a bad idea. I post my show on Facebook, but I've just got to where that's all I do. I don't need negativity. I don't care who you want for president. Don't care. I don't care why you don't want this one and why you do want that one. I do not care. All I care about is being uplifting and positive and a blessing to those I meet. I can't do that with all the junk going on Facebook. Just can't. Blessings and smiles on your caregiving journey and in your whole life. Go be a blessing and bring smiles. Bye, y'all.
Let's Talk Dementia would like to thank our sponsors, National Association of Veterans and Families. You can reach them at 800-352-2919, on the internet at www.navf.org. They speak veterans so you don't have to, and you tell them Carol sent you when you call to inquire about benefits for the veteran, the spouse of the veteran, or both. Editor Beth. You can find Miss Beth Crosby at editorbeth.com. She is amazing at looking at what you've written and making sure it represents you well. Find her at www.editorbeth.com. And HD Imports, located on Flint Street Extension in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's York County. 803-985-0985. They are there for the repair and maintenance of your Honda, Hyundai, Toyota, Kia. Tell them Carol sent you.
Thanks for joining us today for Carol Howell's Let's Talk Dementia. To learn more about dementia, we recommend Carol's best-selling book, also titled Let's Talk Dementia. It's available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle versions. Be sure to like Let's Talk Dementia on Facebook and leave us a kind word of review on iTunes. Remember, knowledge brings power. Power brings hope. Hope brings smiles. And we all need more smiles. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be right here when you come back to Let's Talk Dementia.